Hi. Before you watch, please ignore 1, the lighting, and 2, just how awful I look. I didn't feel like putting makeup on, and I had a really long day, so I'm gonna edit this video and get it out, and then play Toontown. Also, play Toontown and add me as your friend. What is up, you guys? My name is Madison, and welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. Today's video, I'm gonna be showing you all of the books I'm in the middle of and kind of explaining what they're about. I'm gonna be pretty vague with these, especially since quite a few of these I haven't finished and I don't really know the whole plot story or plot points. So yeah, but I thought this was a really interesting video since I'm in a lot of them, and I'm filming this now and uploading it kind of to hold me accountable because I have a really hard time finishing books. Like, I guarantee you, if I went through my bookshelf, even though I just reorganized it, I would find a book that I put down and never picked back up. But these are all the ones that I could find because these are the ones that I started fairly recently, with the exception of 1. Yeah, 1 or 2. So yeah, let's just get started. And I'll be telling you what it's about, what page I'm on, and kind of my thoughts on them so far. So the first one I have is The Wicked City by Beatrice Williams. This is my audiobook. I remember reading this book when I was maybe 15. I'm 20 now, so I don't really know if that's fully correct. It came out in 2017. So yeah, about 15 or 16, because it was a little bit later when it came out. And I picked it up from my library, and I remember just falling in love with it, but not being able to just find the time to sit down and read it. And when I tell you that I have literally never stopped thinking about this book, I looked up books about speakeasies, books about this, books about that, until I could find this book and buy it for myself. I literally begged my mom. I think I was 17 at that point, 17 or 18. I was just about to graduate high school. I was I want this book so bad. And she went and bought it for me. But essentially, this is dual point of view. We're following a girl named Ginger, or Jen, and then a girl named Ella. I guess they're both women, because they're both in college or just graduated college. And it takes place in dual time settings. So one is kind of New York City / Maryland 1994. The other one is Manhattan 1999, either 99 or 98. And I actually prefer Ella's point of view because there's kind of a budding romance there, and I love me a good romance with a little bit of mystery. But yeah, so essentially she's going and getting divorced because she had gotten cheated on by her ex-husband, and she's just kind of trying to figure out life on her own. And then Ginger, or Jenny, or Genevia, I don't know why I'm struggling so hard to say that right now. She got a million and one different names in this book. In 1994, she's essentially kidnapped by a police officer and then taken to the alcohol association, because alcohol was illegal at that point. And they're your stepfather is running an illegal alcohol ring, but she hates her stepfather because he's a creep, and he's Cody Co on drugs. Yeah, literally. But she's trying to solve all these mysteries while trying to figure out everything, and the only way that they're connected is through this apartment building and this speakeasy that Ginger frequents and Ella lives in, because allegedly, this is just what I'm gathering in my little pea brain, the speakeasy was next to or underneath the apartment complex. So yeah, and I can't wait to see the connection, the plot twist. But yeah, this book is really good, and I'd highly recommend. If this light is bothering you, I'm sorry, I can't turn it off, otherwise it's going to mess up the lighting. That's really the best I can do. But yeah, I highly recommend this book so far. Maybe I'll do a part 2 of this and tell you if I think you should read it completing the book. And then in this book, I am at Act 3. We get down to business and how New York City 1924, which is, I don't know what page it is because it's not telling me. Page 149. Next I have Haunting Adeline by H.G. Carlton. I'm sure everyone knows what this book is. I picked it up because my best friend told me to read it because she knew that I would laugh at it and cringe at it and just all of those things. I'm not a big fan of stalker romances as someone who has been stalked, but it's whatever, I guess. considering it's not like, it's a huge part of this, but it's not like the most important part, because it is like dual perspective, between, I don't know, Adeline and the other guy. Is it Zaid or Xavier? I don't know. I just know that everyone's like obsessed with him. Z. Yeah, I don't know. I don't care. I'm not gonna look it up. But yeah, I normally read this on breaks from work because like I physically cannot just sit and read this for like 3 hours. Maybe I'll try. Maybe I'll see how far I can get. So far, would not recommend. There's so many trigger warnings in this book that you might as well just like look it up. But yeah, if you have read this book, tell me what you thought about it. If you haven't read this book and you want to, good luck. Good luck, Charlie. And I'm on page 84 of that book. Next I have The Saturday Night Ghost Club by Craig Davidson, and I'm on page 63, which is chapter 11. I'm loving this book so far. It's a really cute kind of like, I don't want to say mystery, but I don't want to say horror, but it's definitely in that genre. Maybe like sci-fi or like occult fiction, I guess is the way to put it, but like not really, I don't know. But basically we're following this guy named Jake and his Uncle C and his best friend, oh my goodness, Billy, and his best friend Billy. And so Uncle C owns this like supernatural shop that's full of like different like items that are connected to the spiritual realm, all of these things. And you know, Jake has always been super spiritual and his parents hate it, like you need to find something better than that. And so this is also kind of dual perspective. So you have childhood Jake and then you have adult Jake. Adult Jake is a neurosurgeon, which I think is super interesting. That's kind of what I want to go to school for. I want to go more neuroscience than neurosurgeon, but you know, you get the point. So it's really fun being able to connect everything that I've learned from school into this book, while also, you know, having this fun little mystery, like, is it real, is it not, are they gonna find something, are they not gonna find something, just things like that, and I love it. Next I have Lolita by Vladimir Nabokov. I try to read a classic book or, you know, a literary fiction book like within all of the other books I'm reading. But I've been reading this one for literally ever. Like I just have not picked it up. Like I went and I had to buy new like tabs because I lost all of mine. And yeah. But I'm on page 79, which is page 19. I have my little miraculous ladybug bookmark supporting small local businesses. But yeah, basically we are following a supposed young person attractor. Is that a way to put it while censoring it? I don't know. Yeah, so trigger warning for that. Trigger warning for an old guy just being really, really creepy. But he's pretty much writing in this journal, and I love journal entry books. It's probably my favorite format ever. About how he's not creepy, but how he is creepy, and he's writing this from jail, which is what I'm assuming. But yeah. I'd recommend this book because I think it's an important piece of literature, but I wouldn't recommend this book if you just want something to pick up and read. Yeah. Next, I have Sun by Lois Lowry. I'm on page 135. This is the fourth and final book in the Giver Quartet. I loved the Giver series. It's probably like one of my favorites of all time. I don't know why I'm having such a hard time getting through this book. Maybe it's because it's so slow reading compared to all the other ones. Because we pretty much just went through a recap of the first book through a different perspective. We're going through the point of view of Gabriel's mother, which I really, really like, because we're finally going to be able to connect all three of those books back into this one. And I'm very excited about it. I really don't know much else, considering literally it's just a recap of the first book through a different perspective, and I'm just super excited to read it. And this next book I haven't started yet, but I have read it, and it's going to be a reread. But I'm going to count it in this one because I'm literally going to pick it up directly after ending this video. But basically, this is Wildcard by Marie Lu. This is the second book in the Warcross duology, and this is my second favorite book, the first one being Warcross by Marie Lu. But yeah, we're basically following this video game developer and this world-class hacker, and I guess now video game developer video game player, and it's very similar to Ready Player One. If you enjoy Ready Player One, I definitely recommend this one. If you like anything with video games, or if you like sci-fi romance that's more, you know, science and less, you know, fairy fantasy, pick up Warcross. It's really good. It's a kind of a juvenile read, but I think that's why I like it, because it is juvenile. It's easy to... Ooh. That was shiny. That scared me so bad. It's easy to read. It's easy to pick up. And yeah, I recommend. And 5 out of 5. Straight up. But yeah, that's all the books I'm in the middle of. And I really hope I can read these all by the end of the month and finish them all by the end of the month. I hope you enjoyed this video. Make sure to like, comment, subscribe down below. All my social media will also be down below. And I will see you next time, whenever that may be. Bye!